Hello, this is Akiko Sudano at StampinInTheMeadows.com in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, and thank you so much for joining me today. I have a sneak peek from the new January through April 2023 mini catalog that will go live on January 5th, which is just around the corner. And so it's really exciting. This is a pretty set. It's called the Country Bouquet stamp set. Hi, Chi. Stamp bundle. Excuse me. Thank you so much for joining me today, Chi. I'm still trying to figure out where my video is on my page here. So give me just a second. But this is the Country Bouquet bundle, and this is a stamp and punch bundle. So hold on a second. Maybe it's coming up here. Oh, I think I have to just refresh it. There we go. Maybe. There we are. Okay. Finally. Okay, I think I'm finally ready. So this is the card that I'm going to be making today, and this is kind of a Valentine's card or a love card, and it's on craft crumb cake, so that it's got kind of the rustic background with the pretty bright pinks and reds, and it has the stamp on the inside with the heart and with the hearts, and it says simply "I love you." So this is the stamp set, the Country Bouquet stamp set, and it's got a lot of pretty different sentiments with it that you can use for Valentine's Day and for other just friendship cards or sending love cards. It's got a large set of hearts with a two-step stamp thing where you can stamp the flowers in one color, in like a pink or a red, and then stamp the leaves on top of it in a shade of green. You've got lots of different hearts, and these are not symmetrical hearts. They're kind of wonky, so that they're really kind of a casual sort of thing. So this is a photopolymer stamp set, and it comes with a coordinating punch that punches out the two different hearts. Hello, Karen. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy Sunday to you as well. And you've got the leaves so that it makes kind of a heart bouquet. And so my card actually is kind of cased from one of the projects that are in the new mini catalog, where you can use the hearts as kind of a floral sort of thing. So that's one of the main themes of the stamp set, as well as the suite. And I'll show you the rest of the items in the suite. So one of the things is that you've got these two hearts, and you can see these two hearts right here in the on the stamp case. And they're connected together. Now I haven't decided. You can see the little piece of photopolymer where they're connected. I haven't decided yet whether I want to snip that, but you can do that or keep it as one piece. So I have left that together. And then the same thing with these two leaves. They're connected, and there's one stamp where they are, sorry about the light, they're reflecting, where they're you can stamp once, and the leaves will be lined up so that you can punch them all out together. So this, whoops, sorry about that. This Country Bouquet bundle is the photopolymer stamp set, and the punch. And also in the suite, and the suite is called the Country Floral Lane Suite. It also comes with, you have two different ribbons. You've got a real red ribbon, and this is kind of a matte ribbon with shiny edges, and then this is called a burlap ribbon, and it's got the white stitching. And this is the one that I used in the card today. This one is 1/4 of an inch, and this is 1/2 inch. Yes, hearts are beautiful, and I love that these are kind of wonky hearts. So here's my card, and you can see that I used the burlap ribbon. Now this burlap ribbon is a really warm burlap ribbon, and it really goes nicely with the crumb cake. Sometimes when with these natural textures, it's hard to know whether it goes better with a crumb cake or Sahara sand, but this goes really, really nicely with the crumb cake. There's also 2 sets of Designer Series paper. One is a 6x6 pack of Designer Series paper, and it's all in ginghams and checks in mint macaron, balmy blue, petal pink, and sweet sorbet. And you can see the different checks. You've got small checks, and then you've got large checks. Large, I guess that's really just a gingham kind of thing, but you've got other kinds of plaids as well, like you have with this. And then this is more of a plaid exactly than a gingham. But this is the one that I used on for the background of the card today. And then it also comes in with a large set of 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. And you've got the flowers and hearts theme again reflected here in the same colors of mint macaron, balmy blue, petal pink, and here you can see another heart pattern that is reminiscent of the 2-step stamping in the photopolymer stamps. And then the green and the mossy meadow green with mint macaron and petal pink flowers. And then the flowers again with a white background. And then you've got this panel also that has the flowers, the hearts that you can cut out with the punch. And I used that for today's card. Now let me quickly throw this over and show you the back of these cards. You can, on the backs, you've got, again, balmy blue, petal pink, and sweet sorbet, and more just general hearts and more hearts. So this is very good for Valentine's Day or any kind of spring sort of thing with the stripes as well. So before I show you, before I get started, one other thing that I wanted to show you is that that also in the suite is some pretty iridescent sequins. I really like the adhesive sequins, and you've got 2 sizes, and they come in balmy blue, petal pink, and then this pretty matte gold, and 2 sizes, and they're iridescent, so you've got different shades of blues and pinks in there in the sequins. So this is also part of the suite, and in the suite there is one other stamp bundle that I did not pick up yet, so I can't show you that, but it has love-themed word dies, and then more flowers that you can cut out. But I love word dies, and so you can also get those, and they coordinate with those Designer Series papers as well. So this is the card we're going to make, and the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the punch, and I'm going to punch out one of the I want a large sweet sorbet heart and the small petal pink heart, and then the mint macaron leaves. And so I'm going to show you how this. I just line up the punch with the Designer Series paper, the designs on the Designer Series paper, and it'll punch it all out, just like that. Boom. They're all punched out. So make sure I don't lose those. And you can see that I've already punched out some of the bottom where the small heart was cut off. So I've taken those things and I've just punched out the large hearts and the leaves, and I'm saving those for future projects. But you've got two sheets of these that you can just punch out, and then on the back of these you've got this pretty pink and sweet sorbet, different shades of sweet sorbet stripes. So that would be pretty. Also for Valentine's or for heart cards or love cards, any of those things. So here are my four pieces that I punched out. And I'm going to do one more thing because I'm going to put this heart on with dimensionals. And so I want to punch out the large heart from basically a basic white panel so that I can adhere that to the back of my DSP heart, and that will make that a little bit stronger so that I can pop it up with dimensionals and it will be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and work on doing that first, and I'm going to just adhere it with liquid glue. I feel like it's a little early to start working on Valentine's Day things, but it's like I haven't sent out my Christmas cards yet, but I just have to put my addresses on them and get them in the mail. But it's like, okay, it's time for last minute Christmas things, and so it's exciting to be able to have the new Valentine's Day things to start getting ready for Valentine's Day. Okay, so I've got this heart ready, and these pieces are small enough, so I'm not going to worry about backing those also with additional white pieces. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I have a little strip. I have so many of these little strips of little extra, like 1-inch strips of basic white paper from cutting my different things, and I'm going to make the stem for my flower, and I'm just going to just make a whoosh like this. Actually, I think I want a little bit of a smoother whoosh, so I'm going to just turn it over and just do it this way. Just whoosh like that. And then I'm going to just fussy cut it out. But the fact of this being so casual makes it so easy to design a stem this way, and it's fairly easy to just cut out with just a little bit of a white edge. And it doesn't have to be precise because the style of these hearts is also very, very casual. So it works well. Oops, there we go. Keep my little white border here. I'll put that, or I cut it a little close on the top. And I just did that with the regular Stampin' Up marker with the brush tip of it. There we go. So there's my little stem. Okay, so I'll put this aside. There we go. All right, so I've got my heart pieces, my leaves, and my stem all ready for my card front. So I have I've already cut out with the stitched rectangle die a panel of the Petal Pink paper, and I'm going to, the Petal Pink plaid, and I'm going to put this on a piece of sweet sorbet for a mat. I'm going to do that with liquid glue. I will have the sizes of all of the cardstock cuts in my blog tomorrow when I go to post that. All right, and then I have another piece of the of this pretty burlap ribbon. It's really kind of shiny. It's got a pretty sheen to it, and I'm going to just fold it like this. But I'm going to use take a glue dot. Actually, I'm going to just get my glue dot out first, and I'm going to fold that down and hold it together with a glue dot. Stick it right in here. Go down. There we go. Okay, so that's kind of in there. And then I'm going to figure out exactly how much I want to put my ribbon on top of my flower, but I want to make sure that it arranges nicely. So I'm going to put this like this and put the stem out this way. Okay, so I want to put my ribbon right here, and I'm going to use a little bit of Stampin' Seal. I'm going to fold this back and put a little bit of Stampin' Seal right here to hold my ribbon. Hold it down. Yeah, because that's about where I want to put it. There. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to put my stem on next, and I just put this on so that I can kind of gauge my placement here. And I'm going to put this on with liquid glue. I think this worked out well. I think this is a little bit thin for a glue dot, so I'm not real comfortable doing that. And I was a little concerned about using liquid glue on the top here on the ribbon, but that really worked out well. So I have liquid glue. You don't want to use too much of that because that can get messy. You don't want it gushing out, so I'm going to just take my stem and can go all the way down here like this and move my heart over and let it stay like that. Okay? All right. Now, I have my heart here, and I want to put my leaves on the bottom of my heart, and I'm going to do that with with glue dots, which are right here. All right. So let me get my glue dot. I'll put a little one at the bottom of my heart here at the tip. And I want to this one is going to go right up here. I want to make sure that the angle is good with, you know what, I think it's going to be fine if I make this leaf go right up there like that. So stick this on like this, and then put another glue dot on top of that. There we go, right here. And put this leaf on right here. Actually, I think I made that a little too fat. Need to bunch this up a little bit so that it doesn't stick out. There, like that. Tuck it under. Yeah. Okay. So I've got my heart like this. So that the heart is like a little flower, like a rose that is on a stem. And we'll just put this right on top here. And I'm going to use a glue dot on the bottom so that it adheres to the ribbon and the stem. And actually, I think I want to put one on this leaf so that that leaf will hug the ribbon nicely. Yeah. Okay, so I've got room for on the tip of this leaf for a little bit of a dimensional. And where are my, here we go, my little half dimensionals. But I'm going to definitely put dimensionals on the top of my heart. And let me see how far down this is going to go. I can go all the way down to here. So right about here. So that this is nice and propped up. And one right here for this heart. And I think just a little bit, but I want just a smidge, so I'm going to just cut a little piece of that dimensional off and stick it on the tip of this this leaf right here, so that leaf is propped up and adhered securely, but it's not giving it extra bulk. And my little trash thing for my dimensional covers. Did I get everything? No, there we go. And put my leaf right here. So my right there on top of everything. And I think actually I'm going to take, that guy is secure in there, but I want to hide that a little bit better and make this go down and just kind of tuck that liquid glue under, not liquid glue, tuck the glue dot underneath the thing there. So there, that looks good. I'm happy with that. Finally, I want to take this little extra heart and put it right here next to the on the big heart, and I'm going to do that with a glue dot. Put it kind of more on this side of the and then just kind of put it so that it's half on the heart and half on the leaf. There we go. So this is pretty much done. So I can go ahead and take this, and I have a Crumb Cake card base, and this is a side folding card base. You could use any kind of side folding or top folding card base. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and I'm going to adhere this with dimensionals. So turn this over, and I can use this little guy in the middle here. Put my little half dimensionals in the corners. Put another one in the center here, and pop off the covers. So I think that the big neat thing about this card is that I was able to make a stem by using my Stampin' Up marker. And I use the Stampin' Up marker, but I think if you have different alcohol markers, your Stampin' Blends, you could do that as well. But I just used that, and that's fine. Okay, so this is all ready to go, and we just need to do some stamping and make our label. And this is another one of those 1-inch strips that I have, and I'm using the Just Wanted to Say sentiment, and I'm going to stamp that in Sweet Sorbet. And you know what? I want to get a piece of scratch paper here because I'm going to be testing a lot of different things just to make sure that my ink coverage is good. Yeah, that's good. All right. So I'm going to stamp this on here. And then I'm going to use this. This sentiment is perfect for this. This is a small stitched rectangle die, and I'll run this through my die cutting machine, and I'll be right back, just real quick. And then we'll adhere this with glue dots and glue dots and dimensionals. We want to make sure it stays propped up where it's going off the little panel, the gingham panel. There we go. Okay, so here's my little sentiment. This is garbage. And let's get some more glue dots that we'll put on. We'll save a dimensional for this end, and we'll put glue dots on the other end, and then we'll put it across here on the card. Oh, where's my glue dots? Here we are. Okay. I'm going to put 2 of them on. 1, 2. There we go. And I'll get my little tweezer and make sure I'm lined up straight. And I want this under here. I don't want this I want it straight. Just wanted to say, there we go. Okay. Now, then the last thing I wanted to do was add some sparkle gems, and I use these fine sparkle gems, and these are currently available, and these are pull party, but they really go well with the mint macaron, and they give a nice little sparkle. So I've got two of them over here, and I'm going to put a big one over here, and then 2 more up here. And that's the front of the card. So we're all done with this. So now let's get ready for the inside. And the inside, I really love the way the inside came out, because the stamp really looks, the stamped heart really looks nice, almost exactly like the heart from the designer series paper. So I'm using, and I'm going to just ink this up, just the large part, and I'm going to be careful not to get ink on the, I'm going to move this aside here. I'm going to be careful not to get ink on the small heart, because they're still stuck together, and I want to make sure it gets inked up nicely. Check this and see. It's a distinctive stamp, so you're going to get some shading, but I just want to make sure it's, I don't get wonky shadows. There we go. Yeah, it's okay. Good. So I'm going to do kind of in the corner here, so that it kind of falls off. Just in the corner there. Isn't that pretty? That's such a nice, different kind of a heart. So casual. I love the stripes in this one, and there's also the outline heart that it also cuts. Thank you, Karen. And then I'm going to take one of the leaves, and I'm going to you've got the 2 leaves, and I'm going to just do the one side again, and I'm going to make like a leaf, and just do it in. Let me test this. Yeah. think I'm good now. And I'm going to just put it on the side here in mint macaron. So that's done. And then I'm going to stamp the little I love you sentiment in Crumb Cake. And I have it on the my little block, so hopefully I can get this straight. Here we go. Here's the Crumb Cake. So that brings in the Crumb Cake from the card base also. Yeah, oh, it's good. My ink pads are getting so dry, it's hard to tell. I'm going to put this kind of in the middle here. Hope that it's straight. And then, there we go. And then the last thing that I want to do is I want to stamp this little heart. But before I stamp that little heart, I want to make sure that I clean the Sweet Sorbet ink off of the big heart. So I'm using my stamp chamois to get that cleaned off. Make sure I'm good there. And find my Petal Pink ink and ink up just the little heart, Petal Pink. That works good. So you've got enough of a separation so that you can easily just stamp one of these hearts, even without cutting it. So I may do that eventually, but I didn't want to. So what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to get the Sweet Sorbet down on the bottom here. So that looks good. So I think I'm finished with the stamping on the inside, and I'm going to just trim the bottom of this panel with a little strip of the Petal Pink gingham. I'm going to do this with liquid glue and trim it off, and then we will be done. There we go. Check the back, make sure I'm straight. There we go. And I'll trim the edge, extra paper. And then I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal to adhere it on the inside of my card. Okay, put this one away. Line it up and press. And again, I'll have all of the links and the sizes in my blog tomorrow, and I'll show some more pictures of the Pretty Designer Series paper and the stamp set and everything. So there's the inside of the card, and then there's the front. I love this too, Tara. Thank you so much for joining me. And that's my card for today. And everybody have a great week. Thank you. Bye-bye.